So, greeting students, we'll be moving on to the next lecture. So, this lecture will be dealing with the substation and the electric power generation in a substation and the classification of your substation also will be seeing. So, you know about substation, the structure of power system itself we have seen. So, the substation are the uh, primary part in your single line diagram wherein your transmission capacity is changed over. That is, the voltage gets stepped up or stepped down mainly in your substation. Okay, generally this can be of primary transmission substation, primary secondary transmission substation, primary distribution substation, followed by a secondary distribution substation. First, how a substation looks like, you already know. A station in the power transmission system at which electric power is transformed to a conveniently used form. So, as I said, the voltage might be stepped down or stepped up based on our preference. The station may consist of transformers, switches, CBs, and other auxiliary equipment. The main function is to receive energy transmitted at a very high voltage and then either step up or step down the value. Okay. So these are the parts in your substation. So this is the bus bar. So if you're getting into a substation means you can just look at it. You will be having these kind of diagrams. We'll be calling as a single line diagram. So connector or disconnector. So this is how it looks like. So next is the CBs or circuit breakers. Then current transformer. So this will be your voltage transformer. So normally CTs will be in series and PTs will be in your parallel. So everything switch followed by a surge resistor. So moving on to the bus bar. So these are the things which are the bus bars. You might have already noticed. So they are of a long, heavy tube type. Okay. They are mainly used for carrying your conductor, their electric current. Okay. Across all the connections. Okay. So here, this is how your disconnect switch looks like. So in case of any fault, this works. So there will be of moving contact with flexible fingers. Okay. So this will be a moving contact. Okay. Coming to the CBs, is used to interrupt the circuit while current is flowing. Mainly in case of a fault. During the fault condition, the current will be increasing. That too mainly during your short circuit fault, your current will be increasing heavily. So at that time duration, you have to interrupt your uh, system. So this is how your CBs look like. So the CBs should be operated through the controller. So here is it, CBs. So coming to the current transformers, the current transformers are used along with your ammeter, wattmeter, and power factor meters. Okay, and that coil. So they will be mainly used for measuring out your current. Okay, so this is what your uh, current transformer looks like. So they'll be embedded along with your circuit breaker trip coil. Okay. So next is your voltage transformer. So mainly used for the potential measurements. Okay. This is also used for regulating your relays. Earthing switch, also known as ground disconnect. Okay, it's also known as ground disconnect. So what it does is that it is mainly used for the protection purpose. Well, the people working on the ground equipment, these kind of instruments are used for the protection. So next is your surge arrestor. So this is also a protection device mainly used for your what you can say, mainly used for your lightning surge can be bypass through the surge arresters. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So these are the parts in your system. The classification of substations. So transformer substation, industrial substation, followed by switching substation and frequency changer substation. So then in transformer substation, the electrical power received at one voltage and it's converted into other kind of voltage. Mainly the step up or step down processes occurring over here. Next is industrial substation. Power required for big industrial estates is received from this substation. Mainly the heavy loaded industries and all will be making use of the substation. Sometimes they will itself will set up a substation. Switching substation, in such substation, voltage is not changed, but the switching operation of power line is carried. So mainly this will be occurring in case of the changing grid. Okay, the voltage level grid changing will be at that duration. Will be using switching substation. Frequency change substation. Over here, the frequency gets changed. We converted from your 25 hertz to 50 hertz. Next, based upon the control, it is on manual control, automatic control substation, or SCADA. Supervised substation refers to SCADA. You can control it from some other area. Okay. So this is a single line diagram of 132 to 11 kV substation. So here you can see this is your bus bar, and over here this is your PTs or your voltage transformer. Okay. So coming over here again bus bar. Okay. So this will be your transmission line. So this is the line. Okay. So here this represents the load. So this is the description of the previous one. Okay, you can just go through it. So these are the references. So this lecture gets over. Thank you.